James Taylor once again enjoyed playing against Sussex as he hit an undefeated 163 on the opening day of the LV County Championship match at Horsham, and with Ricky Vessels and Chris Reed also in the runs, it was a good day for the visitors Nottinghamshire. Reed won the toss and asked his batsmen to do their best, but they were instead soon in trouble. On 3, Alex Hales edged Ollie Robinson to Chris Nash in the morning's 6th over. In the 11th, Brendan Taylor was also on his way for 7, Matt Hobden winning an LBW with his 4th delivery of the match, one delivered nice and full. Stephen Mullaney tried to get the scoreboard ticking over with this pulled 6. But when he'd got to 15, he nicked off to Robinson to leave with his side in some trouble on 30 for 3. These two teams came into this game far too close to the relegation places for comfort. Sussex on the same points as Worcestershire, while Notts had just one more point. This match then is a very big one for both counties, and Sussex would have been delighted with their progress in the first hour. Ricky Vessels has been a thorn in their side before, his career best being made against them in Hove as an opening batsman 3 summers ago. He took the form he showed in the crucial T20 Blast win over Durham last week into this game and got off to a flyer. When Peter Burgoyne was brought into the attack before lunch, Vessels hit him for a 6, which saw Nottinghamshire recover to 94 for 3 at the break. Vessels rushed to a 50 straight after the interval with this 4 off Luke Wells, which had him raising his bat after facing only 48 deliveries, from which he'd struck 7 4s and 1 6. James Taylor, whose best score for Notts is the 204 he made against Sussex in 2013, has not been in the best of form this summer, but he chose this day to show one and all his talents. He played second fiddle to Vessels, but still batted really well. Vessels continued to push on, hitting plenty of boundaries as he and his partner recovered the nasty position of earlier, one which would have had Nottinghamshire and their supporters a little worried as to how this season is panning out. A recent upsurge in form in the T20 may well help them in this competition. These two added 144 runs for the 4th wicket in 38 overs, some wonderful shots from both produced in that. But the stand was ended when Vessels on 94 mistimed a shot off Robinson and found Wells at mid-on. We may never see that bat again. Samit Patel came and went in a hurry, making only 9 before he gave Robinson his 4th wicket, a leading edge offering the bowler a return catch. That left the visitors on 186 for 5, but they were not to lose another wicket in the remaining 43 overs. After making a very careful start to his innings, Reed suddenly pounced into action with this 6 off Hobden in an over that cost 17 runs. Reed has been in fabulous form this summer with 200s under his belt, both against Middlesex, and he was once again producing some shots of real quality as he ensured that his decision at the toss was the right one. He and Taylor had a brilliant evening session. Taylor had made a 50 off 119 balls, but he then began to pick up the pace of his innings as the evening progressed. He's too talented a player to have waited so long for 100, but he was by now well on his way to one. He'd made it to 3 figures off 190 balls by the time that Reed got to his own 50 off his 117th delivery, that being his 9th 4 to go with his 1-6. And by the end of the day, Taylor had moved beyond 150. It had been a wonderful knock from the 25-year-old, who was certainly back to his very best, his latest mark being reached off 240 balls, now with 21 4s included. And he saw his side through to the close as well, this being his 23rd and final boundary of what was an exceptional day for him and his team. By the close, Nottinghamshire had made 358 for 5, the partnership between Taylor and Reed up to 172, with Taylor set to go again on 163 and Reed on 54.